Let's turn our attention on the National Identification Authority now, which has today begun the nationwide distribution of more than 1 million Ghana cards to applicants. The exercise is to enable over 11 million Ghanaians use the cards to vouch for their relatives and other Ghanaians who wish to register during the June 30 nationwide mass registration exercise. Head of Communications at the NIA, Francis Palmdeti, joins us via Zoom. Thank you for your time, Mr. Palmdeti. So explain to us what the procedure one would have to go through to receive their card, and generally your assessment of the exercise so far.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. I would say that, if you recall, we started mass registration on the 29th of April last year, and we ended on the 20th of March because of the COVID-19 situation.
Right.
And quite a number of people were registered. We had registered in excess of 11 million people, but a significant number also did not get their card while the registration was ongoing. So what we are doing now, we've printed all those cards. We printed about 3.8 million cards ready for distribution. And we set today as the day we'll start issuing these cards to those applicants. Now, all the registration centers we use during the mass registration phase are the very same centers we would use for the collection. So if you registered in a particular center, you just have to go back to that center if you didn't get your card to pick up your card. We also are advising the public to come along with their registration slips or the registration forms. That's if they still have it with them. Otherwise, just come to the center, make sure you have the face mask on. You go through the safety protocols set out at the center. You have to wash your hands, get your hands sanitized. You go through the process to identify you. Once it is established that indeed you are the applicant, the card is handed over to you, and then you are advised to leave the center. We don't want a situation where people would just be chit-chatting in the center when they have business doing at the center. So we advise that once you pick your card, you leave the center for others who are yet to pick this to be at the center.
Right, right. So if I heard you clearly, you are distributing 3.8 million cards from today.
Yes.
Across the country, yes. Okay, so far, how many applicants have been registered on the Ghana card?
When you say registered, it means that we registered about 11 million. We are not doing registration today. We are just giving out cards.
Right.
So
you registered 11 million, and you're distributing 3.8 million cards.
Because over 7 million people have their cards already.
Right.
What we are giving is the difference.
Okay. So we understand your team did not show up in the Ashanti region for the exercise. What happened? Hello, Mr. Palmdeti.
Some supplies,
right.
Tamale, Ansi, and Wa. But because of the poor weather situation yesterday, they couldn't airlift it. So they were airlifted this morning and landed in Tamale and Wa for distribution. So quite a number of centers in the region would have a delayed start. But I'm getting information that some of them are now having the items and are starting registration. So for them, they had a delay start. But Greater Accra, I would say 90% of Greater Accra started on time and people are receiving their cards.
Okay. So we do know that you're going to be conducting a mop-up exercise. When do you intend to start that exercise?
When we are done, we intend completing this particular card distribution exercise on the 16th of June. When we are done, we'll start with mop-up on the 18th of June. Now we will take the regions in chunks. So we'll take more than one region at a time and then do a mop-up. But the timetable and the schedule for that mop-up will be made public pretty soon.
Very well.
But the intention is to start on the 18th.
Right. And some political parties, including the governing MPP, they are not too enthused with the mop-up exercise. They say that their supporters will be disenfranchised. How do you respond to that?
We have a mandate, and it's in our interest as NIA to get as many people registered as possible.
Right.
The National Identity Register is meant to have Ghanaians in that register, issue them with cards for them to use for their economic, social, and political activities. Now, NIA has been a cost center from the inception. We want NIA to be a revenue center. That's why we are in a partnership with identity management system. So it's a PPP. The idea is that NIA should be able to generate revenue for itself, to win itself off government subvention and be on its own. Most national IDs have suffered because of the inability of governments to support them. And so NIA's new model is to have a situation where it can generate its own revenue. We can only generate revenue when people use the cards. So we'll be shooting ourselves in the foot if we do not give cards out to people for them to use. So it is not our intention under any circumstances to consider politics as one of our objectives in giving out cards. Or not giving out cards. Our intention is for everybody to get their cards, use the cards. That's when NIA will benefit.
Very well. I'm very grateful for your time. That's Francis Palmdeti. He speaks for the National Identification Authority. This is Election Brief.